Gringos in the house, straight out of Hialeah, no doubt. East 10th Street, where we play out. Here we bring the Miami crowd. Alex, the boy with the B. Step into rhythm, feel the heat. Street vibes mixing with the Latin tree. In our flow, the two worlds meet. East 10th Street boys, bring the party. Bring the noise from Hialeah with some joy.
Drinking water like that. Well, I'm telling you, bro. I'm focused, bro. I'm focused, man. Yeah, inside out.
You know who I am by now.
You identify as.
You know, hey. When Alex takes a shower, the dude goes for 3 hours. I mean, it's like, you know he's going to be gone for a while. You have time. Do whatever you're going to do. Go grocery shopping. Go eat dinner.
Latin spice and neon lights.
Well. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to East Century Boys, straight out of Hialeah. I'm Bobby El Gringo, joined by my brother, Alex the Boy. Bobby Sports already in the house. Good evening, sir. Welcome to East Century Boys on FTSN. Man, oh man, it is right around the corner. We are coming in hot. Right around the corner from the draft. The end of the season, not only just for the Panthers, but the Heat, and what you call, I guess, a heartbreaker at the end there. And just catching up, dude. It's going to be a fun show. Talk about the Heat, but also Alex is going to take over as the armchair GM, going to do a mock draft simulator. He's going to try his best to fix the Dolphins. He hasn't been around, so he doesn't even know what's going on. He thinks Tua's still the quarterback. McDaniel, I was like, dude, none of them are here anymore. He's like, oh. I was like, damn. But
what's going on? What's going on?
What's happening right now? What's happening? It's like been long, dude. It's like, like, what have you been doing? He was like, that, Bobby, I've been busy. I'm like,
yeah, really busy.
Alex, my brother, it's been a little bit. How you doing, my man?
Yeah. Well, it's always great, man. I've been looking forward to this show. We were supposed to do it last week. Some things came up on my end as well. So I know I've been gone for over, I want to say it was the last time I did a show like a month and a half. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. But for all our listeners that have seen me, obviously, off the airwaves, my father did pass away 2 weeks ago. So for the past 3 months, for the past 6 months, we've been in and out of hospitals. He was in hospice care. He died peacefully here at home. But obviously, it's a whole whirlwind. There's a lot of things going on. So first and foremost, I want to extend my gratitude to you, my brother, for always keeping in touch, for all the listeners, everybody that reached out to me privately via DM, sending well wishes and condolences. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. In my family's name, we're eternally grateful for everybody's understanding during this time. And obviously, people, to my teams, to the medical staffs, to everybody, to my family, to Jamila, to my wife. That she was holding out the house. I was basically not home for 3 months, and if I was home, it was for minimal time. So it was an experience. Obviously, it was a gratifying experience. How insane that might sound, but I was able to share a lot of moments with my dad, in family. So it's always I was able to complete the circle of life, like I talked to you about before, off the air,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of the beauty of it. And I know you recently experienced that with your dad as well. So it's kind of like, I know, refreshing feelings, and I know what my dad meant to you. So obviously I understand what you also went through from being away and far from home in your situation. So I can only imagine, obviously, what you were going through at the time. So it was kind of insane how you kind of go through these life-changing events in recent time frames, and us growing up, us together, seeing our fathers. It is kind of insane how life works. I mean, it's supposed to be that way, but it's always shocking in certain time frames when it happens. So I just want to thank everybody, and I'm happy to be back and to share with you guys once again.
Oh man, beautiful words, brother. Beautiful words. And no doubt, it's the best thing you do is honor the memory and always think about the great things. And like you said, that's the truth be told. Is that there was those moments. Those last month or few months. It seemed like, oh my gosh, I got to be here. I got to do this. I got to do that. But you're with them, and you got to share those. Yeah. That time. Yeah. And no doubt, felt it here. Still do love. I love him. I drank a cafecito for him the other day. I told Tati legitimately. I went back to Cuba. I asked for a Cuban coffee, and it's like as soon as I looked at it right before, I said, "This is for Mr. A." Yeah. That's what we call. Also, we as kids call them.
But my dad worked in the school, and the last name was complicated. So our principal, just like instead of Mr. A, we're gonna go with Mr. A. And he's
just
like,
Mr.
that's
It's
cool.
easy.
That's good.
And we call him that I call him his actual name, but I called Mr. A as we were growing up. And again, it legitimate. I've said that to Tati, and I'll say it here. I mean, what you see here is real. I mean, we're thousands of miles apart, but Alex is my brother, and we don't just say that. I say brother to a lot of people, but Alex is a legit brother. We grew up together. Alex wouldn't even have to be home. I mean, Alex could be working or whatever the hell he was doing, and if I was in town or if I was around, I could just knock on the door. They let me in. I drink coffee, hang out with them. Legitimately a second family. Yeah. So he was an awesome man, unbelievable. I love him to death, still do, obviously. I don't speak about anybody in past tense because
of course, man. Spirit lives on.
100%. So I love you. I'll say that here. I don't give a you're my brother. I love you. And your family, and I'm just glad that you're back. I mean, you took your time. It's like move on.
Yeah. You were very gracious with the time spent.
This is how kind Alex could be. Alex would be a brick, but Alex is too kind too. Even like, hey, bro. First off, how's the family doing? How are the kids? How's the wife? Hey, listen, my dad is going to hospice. Blah. Yeah. And I see the message. I'm like, so I start writing. Well, Tati and Audrey have the thing, and I go, what the hell? I'm like, wait a second. How can you just like, hey, how's everything, bro? Anyway, this is what's happening. I actually did yell at him about that when I did talk to him. That's our relationship. I'm like, how the fuck
I'm just not used to like just calling people randomly. Like, hey, my dad's going to hospice, dog. It's like, whoa, like that's out of nowhere.
But then I told Ty legitimately, I go, imagine what the prick I would be if I actually responded like, Tati and they got the flu, they got a stomach bug. It's been disgusting here.
Let me know how it goes with your dad. Hope all is well. It's like, what the fuck? He's dying, Bobby. He's fucking dying, man.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Asshole. It's like, what an asshole.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Oh man. All you could do is laugh. Rob in the house. Yeah, it was disgusting. The house was disgusting.
I could just imagine that you're reading this message and all you hear like, ugh, ugh. Oh,
it was just
damn. Alex's dad is in hospice. Oh my god. Ugh. It's like,
but every message you get, you see it, it's like, oh, and it is. And, I'm trying to stay away from it. I slept on. It was funny, like that one night.
Did you get sick?
No.
Oh shit! You pulled through this.
But
one.
you start to, you know what I mean? You talk yourself into it.
Like, yeah,
exactly. So I started going, I'm like, please get this out of my head, get this out of my head. But one night I slept on the opposite side of the bed. Like my feet was towards the wall but my head was towards the end of the bed. And this one never tells me I love you. She knows this. I love you. Good night. But I'm like, she tells me I lay there and she goes, well, good night. I love you. I'm like, I say, all right, love you. And I turn over and I go, wait, what the fuck? I go, I'm not sleeping in another room.
Right.
I'm abandoning you. I'm like, I'm still here. But oh man. But she's laughing in the background there. But for Mr. A, he's a beautiful man, beautiful soul, love him to death. I always felt I told you this. I always felt with him. I never felt like a burden or like, oh, that's my son's friend. No, it was legitimate family. He'd check on me. He'd always smack my belly, what's going on, calm down, get out. But but always love and he follows to the car. It was always the Cuban goodbyes too. It's the hug inside the house, follow to the car, the hug again. Stay by the window.
You stop by the porch.
The porch.
And then you go all the sidewalk.
And you stay on the street until they drive away, And
it's a process.
It always is.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I'll say too, and it goes for the same for like Ralph. But I'll say Mr. A, your father was the same way in regards of goodbyes.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a side hug. It was
No.
it was a big, thick, like a very hard hug, squeeze the life out of you, big wet kiss on the cheek, you know.
Yep.
And so you can never say like, man, I didn't get that good. No, you did. It was always that I love you goodbye.
Look,
You know,
for you, I would say it was the same. You feel the same way I felt towards Ralph.
Mhm.
Every time Ralph said goodbye to you, he made you feel loved. He made
Yes.
you feel appreciated. He made you feel that you mattered. Like, even if it's the most minute topic, that conversation with Ralph at the end, there was always a sign of love, of acceptance, of happiness, that you were part of him for that moment. And I'm pretty sure that's what you felt with my dad. The same thing I
100%.
felt with Ralph, because
100%.
that was just who they were, you know.
100%. 100%. Sammy, we'll be live with Sammy on
Sammy,
this flagship show, Fins Talk Today, tomorrow night. We're going to have Steve
Bandera.
Hallett. We got that Fins TV invasion tomorrow. Got that
live from
invasion
Puerto Rico.
from Port of Rico.
Puerto Rico. Have we made shirts yet?
No, we haven't, but
we're
I
gonna
have
make
to.
those shirts. Okay,
Listen, this is the
you
type
got to
of,
trademark.
I
all
gotta
this,
catch
Bobby,
you
so
up
no one can do this.
since you've taken so much time off.
Yes,
I mean,
please catch me up live on air. What the hell's going on? What are we doing?
You know, he took all
What
this
am I
time
a part
off.
of
You know,
here?
it took a couple days. The guy took 3 months. You know, I was like, okay, no, I'm just playing.
I'll sign my paperwork. It's one of those bosses like, is Alex coming to work today? Like, where is he at?
Hey,
Where's his desk?
you ever seen those memes like it's the end of the world or something? You're still coming into work, right?
Yeah.
Are we still going live tonight? Or it's like, Bobby, wait. It's like,
Bob, I'm in the funeral home. Let me give him 15
you remember
minutes.
when I
I'll
told
go
you the
live.
next day?
Yeah,
The next day?
yeah.
It's like, are we going live or?
Yeah. Well, like, are we gonna do the show or not? It's like,
So we're going live tonight, right? You got nothing.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking asshole. Oh, but you gotta laugh. But so t-shirts, right?
Yes.
Got leche. That's for sure a shirt. We know that. During this whole draft process, which has been awesome.
Yeah.
We just did the epic mock, which was 3 days legitimate mock draft with round 1 on Thursday, 2 and 3 on Saturday. I mean, on Friday, and then 4 through 7 on Saturday. Sammy, Evan, Josh, Coach, everyone was involved. It was really cool to have everyone involved, people in the comments. And, you know, one thing Alex always talk about when it comes to offensive line,
Yeah.
or even defensive line, but trenches, I want that girth. I need a guy who's thick, tall, and girthy. I need it girth. I want some girth.
I need that girth, just like that.
I just want to be very clear.
Yeah.
When I talk about the leche, I was talking about milk. And when I talk about girth, I thought that meant just size. I didn't realize it actually meant like what it meant. And now I'm just gonna own it. I'm just gonna own it.
You have to. I mean,
It just what it is. I need that shirt. We need some girth on that line.
on the D line, bro. You got a shirt.
Oh, girth on that D line.
Massive D line, like a D and just a line. Girth. D line girth.
That's perfect. That's it.
Beautiful.
That's it. Call the guy up. We're done.
Let's go. I got you.
There it is.
Yeah. Girthy banana leche. Oh
There you go. Yeah, there you go. When we're all together, Alex, Sammy, Adrian, and we get together, we're all gonna have a girthy banana leche. It was like milkshake. No, we like this. We like this.
Yeah.
Yum. Coat the throat. Coat the throat.
Oh man.
What? I can go all night.
Yeah.
That's what he said. I said it. Patent pending. Sammy, patent pending. But oh man. But let's get into some sports. We'll continue going. We'll continue talking.
Let's go.
But you know, it's been a little bit. So Alex has been craving sports. He's like, Bobby, man, I need to get out there, man. Russ says, good to see you, Alex.
Russ, my man. Love you, bud.
So what we got going on FTSN, I'll say this now because Alex and I haven't talked too much on the phone because it's been crazy. We texted about this, so I'm just glad. So this is the first time I actually get a chance. But because Russ is here, I'll tell you some of the side stuff we've been doing, actually adding content to FTSN as FTN continue to grow. Josh Wingate is working on some awesome stuff in the background. But Marlins content, man, I'm wearing the Marlins shirt here. It's been so much fun to watch the Marlins. Man, you know, you think, you know, Hicks and Casey and Sanoha. That's me and my son go, Sanoha. We just, you know, we just love saying Sanoha. And then, you know, oh my gosh, Marcy, and it's just a fun team. It really is a fun team. So what we've done 2 episodes, me and Russ and Alex. I know, you know, Russ has been dying for you to come back.
Yeah.
But Hooked on Marlins, which is about We try to keep it 30 to 40 minutes, and we've been doing really good. It's been a great show. It's been fun. I've been enjoying it. Russ, it kind of helps me because I could watch baseball. I could talk about players and just as a fan, but he knows the details of it. Like,
Russ knows baseball, man.
That's why you got to check out On Deck. He just did a great episode with talking about Jackie Robinson. So check out the On Deck Baseball podcast, and he's working on stuff in the background himself to make that show hotter than it already is with his knowledge. So I'm excited for that. And then, of course, we got Heat content that I've been waiting for Alex to get back because I'm doing same kind of concept that's hooked on Marlins is Heat Index 305. That's what I've been working on. And then we got a Canes thing coming up too. So make sure if you're new to the channel, it's not just Dolphins, it's not just Heat, it's everything sports. And wrestling, we got it all here. So make sure you like and subscribe. But we're gonna talk about the Heat because it's been a little bit since we have. And if you didn't already know, the season's over. It's been such a crazy season for the Miami Heat this year. I mean, up and down and all around. Bam on a bye with 83 points, which is awesome. And I'm just glad we were able to live that and be able to say that one of our guys did it. Mm-hmm. Tristan and I got to see a game. Shout out to our friends down in Miami. They're not to be named, so I don't want to say it out loud, but shout out to them for allowing us to do that. And they have that experience. I appreciate them. God bless them. Love them. And, but it's been a crazy year, and we've been talking. And I said, you and I, we don't really believe in tanking. Like, we get it. Like, if it happens, it happens. And we're like, just get to the playoffs. Just get to the play. That's my thing with the Heat. Now that they're out, there's a lot to be, when you watch these games, they're like, man, if they only did this or they only had that guy. And there's so much blame to be put around, right? I mean, you look at the confusing thing with Coach Spo this year. Like, you see Clue where you see what he can do. You see the great moments, but then he pulls him out or he just doesn't play him. And it's like, then you have this back and forth between him and the coach. And it's just it's just a lot of that happened. And there's a lot of times where you'll say, Bobby, this is the lineup they should be playing. And it looks like they're going to go that route, or they do, and it looks really good, but then he breaks it apart again. Yeah. So there's a lot of times you're kind of scratching your head about Coach Spo. And I love Coach Spo. I'm not advocating. I know there are some people like, we need to get rid of Coach Spo. I'm never advocating for that. I love Coach Spo. But there are times where I'm like, it's like kind of like, I want to say arrogant, stubborn. It's like you're outsmarting yourself here. It's not rocket science to put the best guys on the court. With Riley, it's the same. People get mad because they don't make the big moves. My thing is, it's not that the big moves. It's that maybe you need a refreshing of the direction. Maybe it's time to say, hey, we need to try something different here. We keep trying to keep the same unit, the same team together, or basically the shell of the same team. Let's go try to find a star and, see if it helps. But then you lose out the star, you keep the same team, and then you don't do anything. So I want to ask you your thoughts on this Heat season, how crazy it's been, and how would you fix it? Is it time, in all intents and purposes, to blow this roster up?
Well, man, there's so many layers here, Bob. I'm gonna do what you just mentioned, the recap of the season. It was insane from on the court to off the court, from Spo's house going up in flames. We started hot. We were 14-7. Our offense was clicking. This season came down to combination problems where you force a combo of Hero and
Is that me or Alex? Somebody let me know.
Let me know. Am I back?
There he is. Maybe he's back.
We're both gone. Were you gone too?
No, I was good. I was moving around.
Okay, yeah. That's me, obviously.
Oh, of course, as soon as you stop talking,
Yeah. No, but I was saying, it was a combination issue. When you just do the metrics, and I think Ethan Skolnick posted one today. One of his tweets or X posts is how Fontecchio and Bam played X amount of minutes more than Ware and Bam. Like, I can understand as a coach where you want to develop Ware where he's not dependent on Bam, but simultaneously, if you play Ware next to Bam, within the game structure, organically, Bam can actually educate him and show him where he was missing a step. Because where it gets lazy sometimes defensively, they get a lot of backdoor buckets on him because he falls asleep. He's still slow a little bit movement wise, feet work. But with his feet. He has slow foot speed, but he makes up with it with size. He makes up with his versatility, and he was a top shooting the top 3-point shooting field goal percentage in the center in the NBA this year. So there's concepts there that you have components that you see where this is going. But in my opinion, everything's on the table. You know, I'm talking about you're at a crossroads right now because it all depends on who you can acquire. Now, Giannis actually has the leverage here because he's an expiring deal. So Giannis can semi-dictate where he can go. There's still a team that could take a chance and trade for him. But if Giannis comes out and says, I will only sign an extension with X team, then the leverage is still going to cost us to get him. People are trying to, obviously, they're always going to criticize the Heat, the nickel and diming. I believe everybody on this roster is no one in this roster is untouchable, only Bam. But I believe there are certain pieces that, look, contract-wise, you're going to try to keep Wiggins and Mitchell. But due to their contracts, in order to move and acquire pieces, you might have to move them. But realistically, you're at a crossroads where Hero, you're not going to give Hero a max level deal or a multi-year deal. Me personally, I wouldn't give Powell an extension. Why? Because his durability is in question. His defense is in question. So Powell will start off hot, but by the 50th, 60th game of the season, he's going to start cooling off, and you saw his metrics start going down defensively. Now, you got pieces here in Pelle Larsson, Kasparis, Ware. It's going to cost you to acquire Giannis or any other superstar that you might pursue. Now, I know there's conversations about Kawhi. It comes to an age factor, durability. He's injury prone. Also, one thing that I'm going to tell the fans, let the playoffs play out because there's going to be other players that are going to become available. So for us right now, realistically, when it comes to like the whales, is Giannis. That is your GOAT right now. And believe it or not, he is more attainable than ever. We've always dreamt about Giannis, and when the report came out with Shams that during the trade deadline, the Miami Heat were the last team standing. A lot of people critique the Heat about the package is not good enough. The package could have got it done. That was the best package that they were offered. So I always tell people, wait until the playoffs end because there's always a disgruntled superstar. There's always a coach that is fired. There's always a franchise that are going to try to do a franchise-altering move. But you can tell the time has come that Miami will make moves this offseason. There's no more running it back or replacing small parts. No, there's going to be seismic moves, whether it's youth. And don't get me wrong, if we miss out on top free agents, I still like part of the nucleus. But when I say part of the nucleus, I'm talking about certain pieces. The Larson, the Kasparis, the Ware, maybe the Hawkins. Jovic could have a rebirth. But I'm not talking about Hero. I'm not talking about Powell. I'm not talking about those people. Like, you need to have a clear direction here, man. Like, you're coming at a point where Bam is in his prime. You cannot waste those years. You're not going to be reckless, but they've been pretty careful. They've acquired. They have a lot of assets now in their chest that are movable, but they're not going to be reckless with it. And you realistically can have Bam. You can have Giannis at a cheaper price. It's not going to be dirt cheap. You're still going to have to give up talent. You're going to have to give up first-round picks. You're going to have to give up swaps. But I'm also waiting for the lottery. The basketball gods might reward us, and this is the draft where you want to get into the top 4. I would love to get the top pick because I'm going with AJ no matter what. But you can get into the top 4, top 5. I mean, you can only get top 4.
So
if they don't get into the top 4, they're in the 12 or 13 or 14 range.
Okay, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about was because me blowing up doesn't mean getting rid of Bam or doing anything like that.
No.
You know, and I'm with you. Like Hero, you know, he did everything he could, but he's probably your most valuable tradable piece that you can include in a deal to try to get something done.
Yeah.
You know, I would hope that the Heat wouldn't do it, but I could see, you know, and I really don't want that to happen, but I could see them moving somebody like Khalil Ware. I would love them to really embrace that youth movement and say, okay, you know, let's not try to hang our hats on one guy like we've been doing and it doesn't work out, and now we're tied up here and we can't do nothing. I would love them to see them embrace the youth movement. I would love them to see to go, okay, right now they're projected, they could get in the lottery, right? Because they missed out.
Yeah,
they're projected to get the 13th pick.
They're in the lottery. So
Okay.
now they have a 1% chance of getting the top pick, and I believe they got a 7% chance or like a 9% chance of getting top 4.
Which would be great. And
Amazing.
again, of course, AJ was it
Yeah.
they Bunsta,
They Bunsta, yeah.
I probably butchered. You got
Yeah.
Boozer, you
Boozer,
got
Peterson, Acuff.
Yeah, Peterson. Yeah, well, again,
Oof.
so Caleb Wilson, Peterson, Boozer. So, which I would be like, you're good. Maybe trade some pieces out so you kind of round it out. But that one of those 4 guys, and there's some other good players here too. They're not just those 4 guys, but one of those 4 guys for sure. You're like, that's my right hand man until he becomes the guy.
Acuff is great too. Acuff is the most talented guard there.
Arkansas, yeah,
yes,
Arkansas. Mm-hmm. There's a few guys, but no, but those 4 guys, of course. That's my thing. It's like, who I don't know if I really like. I'm not going to be one of these people, one of these Heat fans, hanging my hand, my holding my breath for Giannis or for one of these superstars, because like we keep doing that, and obviously no, they're not biting. For whatever, maybe it's a thing against the Heat, like a bias towards the Heat, where it's like, we're not going to trade with them, kind of like what Portland did. Maybe that's what it is. Koa Pete is another, or Koa, yeah, he's another one. Kareem Lopez. There's a few guys on there that I like, but anyway, this is a great draft to have a top draft pick. Even 13. If you get 13, you still could get a really good player.
Oh yeah, you're even looking at Nate Amont. And no, Bobby, this is the perfect draft to have 2 picks. We have 2 picks in this draft. Like this
from
is something that
Tennessee. Is that who you're talking about? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Love that kid.
There's still a lot of good players, but I would love, like, if the basketball gods want to do us a favor, get us a top 4 pick. Like that's my thing, Alex. See, like, include your first round next year. You get a chance at Giannis, or
I'm not trading my first round this
year.
That's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
That's off the. I'll trade you my future first. I'll trade you my future.
I'll do that, but I'm not touching my first round pick this year.
Not this year. Nope.
I'm good. I would rather you trade some pieces here, like maybe include a package, try to get another first round pick. I'd do that, But let's see.
If it's top 4, I'm not moving.
Russ says this is some of the great players on the top of this draft. Brandon Burries, Braden Burries, excuse me. Miami Sports says, imagine the lineup of Peterson, Mitchell, Wiggins, and Bam and Ware.
And that's one thing. If, for example, if you're moving, like I said, contracts are going to come into play here. Wiggins has a player option. Most likely he will opt in. If he opts out, it's either he's agreeing to an extension at a lower annual average, or we're doing a sign and trade with another team. So that's if he opts out. If he opts in, we can move him still. We're not going to renounce his rights because you need that salary to make moves. You need to make and you have exceptions that come with that. We still the Heat have the biannual exception, the non-taxpayer mid-level exception, which is $15 million. That could get you a solid player, type of a Kobe White type of guy. Remember, and who killed us, Kobe White, and I talked about him to you all over.
Dude, I love that kid, Kobe man. White. I hated him yesterday, but I love that kid, man. He's so freaking, and he's a killer. He's an ice cold killer.
Look, you're gonna see the direction. If it comes down to a trade for a superstar like a Giannis or any other superstar, you're gonna want to have pieces that, because you're gonna contend. Then you're gonna want to keep the Wiggins. You're gonna want to keep Mitchell, because that's a contending team. That's a defensive team. You're gonna have to give up pieces in the Wares and the Hawkes. Hopefully you can keep a Larson. You can keep Kaspers, but those are casualty as well. They might be moved. So
I'll say
Jovic, I don't see him being moved because of his contract.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to play him because his contract is there. Hawkes is contract eligible next year.
But Hawkins is higher value right now because
absolutely.
I mean he could end up winning 6th man of the year.
He should be 6th man of the year.
First off, let me just say, because again, you know how I feel about Hawkins, so I'm not advocating it, but trading him. But like, what? Shout out to Hawkins, dude. Like the year after what he had last year, to what he was able to do, like even in the playoffs, this play-in game, watching him, like he is a freaking motor on him. Like it's like, and then even Pele Larson had that steal at the end too, and it's like we got a great young group of guys.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, man, it's tough for me to say, but I get it. Like, okay, Hero Wiggins
you're missing that top guy.
That's what you need. So, like, but if you're like, hey, like, if you're going all, if you get that top 4 pick, maybe you go, okay, maybe we keep the youth, and or we trade a couple youth guys to get that one guy, and then you don't have to hit it.
We're kind of in that torn, Bobby, because for example, I like the OKC module of building teams, but people always think about OKC drafting. Yeah, OKC's drafted very well, but their top player was acquired via trade. But what was he? He was a star before he became a superstar. So you can be in the business of acquiring players like that, but right now you have to do the landscape of the NBA, like who kind of fits that mold, because they're going to cost you something, but not as much. Now, when you have a Giannis, based on the cost, if he continued to maintain his production, because his injuries are a concern,
Yeah.
but he's basically had a year off per se, so that's a year saved on those knees. But if you have a Giannis, you feel that his game will edge the right way. You feel that Giannis will edge. Oh, look who's there.
Oh,
Whoop, whoop.
say hi to Alex.
Hi.
Wait.
Hi, mama.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Hold on, let me lower the desk. Hold on a second. You see her better, huh?
Oh, okay.
She stopped growing. She's got her mom's issue there.
She got her mom. She just stopped
Gotta
growing.
do
I said hi.
Don't be rude.
Yeah, she said hi. Say hi to our fans.
Say
Hi.
hi to the viewers. Everybody.
Hey, chat.
Get out of here.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Love you.
Yeah, Brainy Pot. That's exactly right. We got a bunch of twos. We have a
Love you.
bunch.
Love you. Good night. God bless you.
We have perfect role players. So what you're missing is you don't want to give up so many of those role players, but you're gonna have to give up some, realistically. And now you still got people that are gonna step up. Kashad Johnson, Myron Gardner, whoever you draft. So you're always gonna replenish that part. But with Hero and Powell, they're too much of a liability defensively to be part of your future core. Like Powell could be a specialist where you have defense in Wiggins, in Mitchell, in Bam, where you're kind of protecting him, you're kind of covering them up. When you got Hero and Powell out there, they're exposed continuously.
Hold on, I'm gonna write this down before I forget, because I want to answer his question. Then I'm gonna answer. I have it ready. My brain's fried. First of all, shout out to Adrian and Rainy Day podcast. I'll be with them on Friday and Saturday. Friday for Miami Sports, and then for on the show, and then obviously for Saturday for WrestleMania pre-show. So great, going to be hanging out with Adrian this weekend. Great chance to pivot from the direction we've been going. Question is, do you trust them, the Heat, to make the right decisions? I'll tell you where I trust them, and maybe where I'm very hesitant. And Alex, you could tell me if I'm wrong. I trust them with the draft. Whatever pick we have, I trust them with the draft, because you look at these last picks. I mean, Jaquez, Khalil Ware, Pele Larson. I mean, you have any of the young guys, really, Kashad Johnson. A lot of these young guys they have brought in, Hero and whatever, they've been really good. They've been great. They're great young players. They're good. You're right. There's a bunch of 2s and 3s. There's no real 1 on the Heat's team right now. There's not. But I think the Heat. Let's see if the Heat were to get one of the even 13. If they were in that 13 spot, I trust they make the right decision and get the right guy. Where I don't trust them is when it comes to trade negotiations and free agency. They put themselves in a lot. They put themselves in a lot of knots. You think of they hang up on one guy, Damian Lillard, Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it doesn't work out. And then there's no backup plan. There's nothing. Oh, wow. And Alex will say there has to be a backup plan. There's probably plan 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. If Alex was running the Heat, maybe there would be a 2 and 3, or But
fair,
hold on.
Go.
But also the trades they have made. We go to the one that I can't even remember his name because I could care less.
Terry Rozier.
Thank you. Things like that. It's like, now again, they got screwed. Yeah. Right? They should have been compensated.
We didn't know.
We didn't know. We do have a second round pick now, extra.
Yeah.
But that's where I don't trust. That's where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna hold my breath. Draft. Yeah. I trust them 100% to make the right decision. I highly doubt they got the number 1 pick. They're gonna go get Ada Moore out of Michigan. Not that he's a bad player. And then they trade up, skip on AJ or Darren or Cameron or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's where I draft. But Alex, it is great. That's the question. This is the time now to decide: are we gonna pivot from what we've been doing? Should they pivot? Because they're kind of stuck between going young, the youth movement, and getting stuck with we got to get a star. They have to pick where the hell they're going to go here. My thing is, it's great to see Antetokounmpo, and I'd be excited. It would be awesome. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to hold my breath for it. I'd rather say, hey, you know what? We're going to go full youth. We're going to do the OKC route and then go from there. But go ahead and answer. Well, what were you going to respond to me? And then you can answer, Adrian.
Well, there will be a definite, Adrian. There will be a definite pivoting of. There's going to be a full alignment now of what you're going to do. You're either going to compete or you're going to build, and obviously Bam has to be on board. But this has, to me, the writing on the wall, very similar to when Pat Riley broke up the Tim Hardaway, Jamal Mashburn, Rashawn Leonard, Alonzo Mourning teams. Those teams tried for 3 to 4 years. They were more successful. They were, and in that time, after Jordan retired, people, oh yeah, the Spurs won the championship in '99. Miami had the best record in the East in '99. Miami could have won the NBA championship in '99. We lost to the Knicks 3 years in a row. We were bounced by them. And that team kept running into the wall, This has the making of a team shakeup of that sort. And we still are in great financial situation in regards to even 2027, because I know people talk about the Giannis. There's still the conversation. Maybe John Morant's name comes up again. Is Zion Williamson going to be movable in New Orleans? Do they want to move him? Is Anthony Davis going to request a trade from the Wizards? I know these are just names. You know, there's a lot of LeBron James. What happens with LeBron James and the Lakers? If we acquire Giannis, is LeBron brought as well here? Because that could be a sign and trade. LeBron can sign for less. There are infinite possibilities. Now, what I do trust him in, we have been in negotiations. And we have been in the top 2 of every player available's option. And every player still is interested in coming to Miami. Now, Miami's not for everybody. But the front office is respected across the league with executive rivals, with rival executives. The coaching staff is respected among the league. The talent evaluators are respected amongst the league. So it's not that we haven't been on it. We were the last team standing. If Giannis was moved in the NBA trade deadline, in-season trade deadline, it would have been to Miami. Okay? Kevin Durant, it was Houston or Miami. So there's still, people always think about Pat Riley, oh, he's lost his weight. It's very different now. It's very different how you build teams in regards to how they build teams through free agency. And they'll be the first ones to admit now, they were a little behind the ball. They started picking up steam with the draft after the LeBron years. That's when they started with the development staff, with their scouting. And after that, they've been top notch. Now, have they been maybe at fault for holding on to this team maybe a year too long or 2 years too long? Absolutely. And I think they should recognize that. And you know me now, what am I looking forward to right now? The Pat Riley press conference. Because that tone sets everything for the offseason. Even though he's measured, he always gives you those hints of where he's leaning to. And I'm telling you, this I get the same feeling when some people will remember this, some people won't. When Jamal Mashburn passed up that shot and passed it to Clarence Weatherspoon, and Weatherspoon had that little mid-range shot that just boom, right off the back iron, we knew that team was never going to be the same. And that's when we traded for Eddie Jones, Anthony Mason. We signed Brian Grant. Well, we signed and trade for Brian Grant, but what happened? Zoe gets hurt. Zoe goes down with a kidney ailment. He misses the whole year. And we still won 50 games. So this has that writing on the wall where Bam is kind of like your Zoe. That's your untouchable. And at that time, Zoe was your untouchable. So let's see where it goes. It's still early. There's a lot of things. And what if he says running back? He's not going to say running back, I promise you. He's not going to say it this year, man.
But what if he does? What if he does?
Dude, if he does, I'm done.
Are you going to say it's done, Pat?
I'm done, bro. I'm done. Retire, Pat. I love you, but retire, man. give him a statue. Get the man.
Give him a statue. Get him the fuck out.
Just go stand outside, Pat. You're a statue.
Hey, before you jump to the next topic here, which is you're going to be running the simulator. We talked a lot about there's a lot of change going around, right?
Yeah.
In our lives and in sports, and there's a big change with the Miami Heat.
Yes,
their PA guy, their PA announcer, the voice of our childhood when it comes to
Heat,
retiring. That's
insane.
Crazy.
I can't even fathom how the next announcer is he going to try to emulate him? You can't.
You can't. But I mean, does that mean that 2 minutes is retired, you know.
Well, you know what I think they should do? They should do his voice. Like they should have a recording. So
Have
when
a
it's 2
recording of a
minutes,
voice?
just play it. He comes on the screen, it's like 2 minutes, and then boom.
Well,
that's it.
let me just say, Heat versus World is gonna have a tribute to him. So, and they've asked, and you guys, if you haven't, go check out Heat versus World. I posted it on my Twitter. I retweeted it. They want people fans to send in their videos because they're air it live tomorrow. So try to get it tonight to them with, you know, just thanking Michael for a great career and representing the Heat, but also being the voice of your childhood. What was your greatest? What was some of the greatest calls for me? You know, first off, Michael, thank you again for being the voice of our childhood, calling the greatest moments with the Heat championships. And, you know, again, there's nothing I love more than hearing is 2 minutes, 2 minutos. I use that on my kids all the time. Guys, it's time to take a bath. Go take a shower. Dad, no, please. I want to finish my game. I go, well, you got 2 minutes, 2 minutos. They hate it. I love it. Thank you.
Man, and what I'm going to say, there is not an announcer to me in NBA history that was able to gather the whole crowd and make them feel that they were one. From the moment, like, stand up and make some noise. Like, that, when the moment you hear that, you're like, oh, it's time. It is go time. There's, to me, no announcer in NBA history that has been able to change the momentum of a game.
To make you feel the game.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, Dwayne Wade, you know, like, whoa!
Everything, the intonation, everything that he did, he made you feel that you were there,
100%.
that you were witnessing it, that you were feeling it. Because some people, you can see it, but he made you feel that you were actually feeling what he was saying. And I don't think, obviously, no one's ever going to top him. We wish him the best in his retirement. We're going to miss him dearly. I think I speak to every fan. If there's one unison thing that all Heat fans will agree on is his greatness, and he's never going to be emulated. Many people will try, but he has set a bar so high that no matter who comes and sits in that seat, they will never top him.
Here we go. So now we move on to some Fins talk. And man, oh man, Alex, we're getting closer and closer to the draft. FTSN has been trucking along with
a week
draft
away? Are we
coverage.
a week away or 2 weeks away?
Yeah, man. And we're going to be live Thursday,
Okay.
Friday, Saturday.
I'll try my best to jump on.
You know, you're owed a little bit of time, you know, so try your best to try to get in there. At least in one day.
I writing my PTO. It's like, damn, I got no hour.
Yeah, we got no more hours now. But no, but it's exciting, man, because the Heat have, again, 2 picks in the first round.
Dolphins.
Oh, sorry, Dolphins. They figured it out. They'll figure it out. Dolphins have 2 picks in the first round. A second round pick, 4 third-round picks, 7 picks on the top 100. Shut the hell up, Adrian. Adrian got me doing another one on Friday. So he's won the top.
Do you just do like mocks in your dreams?
He got so mad at me. He's like, answer my call. I'm like, dude, call me on Twitter. Here's my number. Call me on the phone. Rude. But
dude, I'm mocking, bro. Just stop, okay?
I'm too busy mocking right now.
Yeah.
He's, why are you breathing so heavy? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I traded up, man. I traded up.
But I traded up. I just did a trade up. But
that's got the 6th pick.
They've been talking about it. But anyway, you know what Alex is gonna? Alex touches the mug. You know damn well he's looking at all the trades.
Oh,
but so we're getting closer. John Eric Sullivan. We'll talk more about that tomorrow with Sammy and Steve Hallett on Fit Talk today. But John Eric Sullivan did his press conference today, and I'll tell you again, Rob Dolphins Thirsty, Finn Stanza said the same thing. And I saw that a lot through the chat when he was live. Breath of fresh air. Breath of fresh air. You know, it's so crazy how different 2 people could, you know, 2 guys in the same profession, whatever, but 2 different mindsets. When he says, he keeps bringing up competition. You know, people go, oh, we don't need that position. We already have a guy. No, nobody deserves it. Nobody on this roster has earned a spot. They all have to fight for it. Now, of course, Malik Willis is going to be QB1 until someone overcomes. But he has to defend, HN. But, you know, the wide receiver room. the offensive line room, minus Patrick Paul or Aaron Brewer. But Savannah needs to compete for a spot. Austin Jackson needs to compete for a spot. We need a left guard. Defensive line, edge rusher, linebackers, corners, secondary. It's all about competition. So I'm not sleeping on any position in the draft. Nobody should. They asked him. Everybody, for whatever reason, Dolphin fans keep kind of, begging. Like it's like they're begging some Dolphin fans, not all of them. Oh, Achin, you can trade Achin. Trade Achin. Oh, send him for a third. Send him for a second. Oh, what if? Stop all that noise. Like you're so desperate to move him. I love that John Eric Sullivan was so adamant today, like right at the top. Now, of course, things happen, right? If he'll answer the phone. Hey, man, we're gonna do 2 first-round picks. Not to somebody, but we'll get to it. Oh, okay, yeah, we're doing that. But no one's gonna do that. He said we're not trading Devon Achane. He's not available for a trade. He feel good about a deal, and I expect to make a deal. So I'm happy that he did that. They asked him about trading. Would you look to trade up, trade down? Is there he goes, well, it's more likely we trade down than trade up. That's what he said. He said, that doesn't mean I won't answer the phone. If somebody calls me and says, hey, this is, he'll listen. And if it's a good offer, he may take it. Depends on who's aboard. When somebody asked him, I don't know which reporter asked him. I'm paraphrasing everybody. When they asked him, does that mean that you don't see there's any one player, that worth a trade up here? And he said, no, I did not say that.
Yeah.
I'd have said it's more, we need to, he said, look, I'm not one of these, he's not one of those guys. Like a lot of us fans are saying we need as much picks as we can get. He likes to have 11 picks, but he's saying doesn't mean he has to use all of them.
No.
I think it's more likely they probably stay at 11, maybe move back or up from 30 or move up from the 3rd round back into the 2nd round. He talked about, hey, if day 2 comes on, the beginning of day 2, and there's a guy that fell through and he's at the top of the 2nd round, I can see Miami jumping up and going and get that guy.
Yeah.
Maybe one of those receivers. If somehow, some way, Mekhi Lemon falls to 33, you might see Miami jump up to the first pick.
Yeah.
To go grab him. I could see it happening. Oh, but we need all the picks we can get. No, you need players. You need football players. You need guys who could define your roster or start building that foundation of your roster. So, man, everything he said was like music to my ears. Music to my ears, Alex. So him and we don't know what they're going to. I love the answer he gave about Coach Hafley and him. What do you think? Have you guys had it? He goes, first of all, we haven't done anything together yet. I have high respect. We get along great, but we haven't played a game yet. We don't know. He goes, I feel like we get there, we'll get over it, basically. And then he said too, I'm not going to force a player and a coach, but in the end, I'll talk to him or whatever. But in the end, it's my decision. And they've made that. Both of them made it clear. Hafley's the coach, Sullivan's the GM. And to me, it's like Beethoven.
Proper structure,
Music, brother. Music to my ears.
Proper structure, man. Proper structure.
You could talk now, by the way. It's just,
you
got anything to say. Proper structure.
The brief things that I've seen, and Jeff Hafley, he sat down with Dan Lebertard. So a Southeast session is coming down tomorrow. He's very refreshing because he's so upfront and he's so honest. He's very eloquent the way he speaks. You can tell how passionate he is. But what I love about him is he's straight up honest, man. He will hold you accountable. He will bring the energy every single day. But he's also a person that can sit down and be honest, straightforward with you while giving you your high points, your low points. And what I love about it is he can also sit there and be like, hey, I might be wrong. Like, I'm going to look into it. And I might be wrong. So by the looks of it, they have a very strong working relationship. And when you're building something, like when you're rebuilding something, you have to analyze everything. You go from the strongest points that we have, and we got some talent on the roster. We got some youth on the roster. But this draft right now that he has, this is the foundation for this team, man. This is this generational foundation right here. You started now. And a lot of people, to me, I'm not trying to jump a gun, but we just saw the Seahawks have a quick turnaround after they hire the right coach, the right personnel. So these are situations where if you start clicking on these things and it starts translating on the field, you're like, holy shit, we're moving in the right direction. I'm not saying we're going to win a Super Bowl next year, but you have the talent to compete closer, sooner rather than later, because there's still youth in this team. There's still talent in this team. And you got arguably in a talent position like Achane, you have one of the top running backs in the whole NFL. So what we talked about, I expect a contract extension to be had to be finalized before a season starts. So everything's going to be in order, and hopefully with Patrick Paul, hopefully with Brewer, those are things that you kind of have your building blocks there, and with your the linebacker, I just forgot his name, right? Jordan Brooks. Like those are things that I see where he knows what he's doing, and that's what you see. That's the refreshing part. You feel confident, like you feel confident in the direction of the team, and even though we have no idea who's going to draft, you just the way they go about their business, you haven't seen this in a while because McDaniel was confident, but when you put him next to Greer, like the mesh wasn't there. It seemed comical at times, like.
So, like I'll say, regard and not to knock them because again they're gone, but I'll say this: I think you hit the nail on the head because, like you hear breath of fresh air. You could put on a Greer and a McDaniel press conference, and or just say Greer and John Eric Sullivan. It's complete different. You're actually getting answers, and the message seems clear and the vision seems clear. And I love how he doesn't go, yeah, well, no, I didn't say that. This is what I believe. Bam, 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 bam. Here's the pointers. And for even with Mike McDaniel, and with all respect to McDaniel, whatever, but it's two different things. Now, again, what's different? We don't know what those two are going to do as the coach and GM. We don't know. What we do know is that Adrian says they both pretty intense. What we do know is that the messaging sounds right. The vision seems clear. They're both on the same page. Now, does that equate to winning football or building the right football team? We'll see. We'll see when that pick 11 comes off the board. How are they going to do this? If that first pick is an offensive lineman, which I believe it could be, and the name that we're hearing a lot more is Spencer Fanu, which is awesome. Because this was a debate back and forth on the draft show, not with me and me, Coach, and Josh, because we loved Fanu. He's the top tackle on our draft board for a while since before right after last year's draft. We watched the film and we loved him and then Lamu and then Francis Mauanoa. We went Mauanoa in the epic mock because right tackle or whatever. But Fanu is a guy, and that's one thing he said too: versatility. I don't like one position guys when it comes to the O-line. There are some people that don't like that. They don't want a guy who knows the one position. Sullivan has said, we want versatility. Fanu could play right tackle, left tackle. You could plug him in the guard. If Jackson wins out right tackle, you plug him in the left guard. Same thing with Mauanoa. If they go offensive line tackle with that first pick, then they're absolutely going to do this right because they're building the trenches. Now, they could go corner, right? You got Mansour Delane. You got Caleb Downs right there. Of course, that's like they said, we're there to draft great players.
We're not going to get upset at that.
No one's going to get upset at that. But I know they're going in there. Okay, we're going here. This is where we're going in round 2 or pick 30 and then round 2. So that's what I'm going to say. I don't know how they're going to do, but I know the messaging sounds right. The vision seems clear. And that's what I'm excited about. It's like the first time I've ever heard a GM, like we've been banging the table for all these years for this scenario. Everything they're saying that we've been saying for years. And it's just awesome to see in here.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, as we get to the hour mark here, the pressure is on. Alex kind of looks like John Eric Sullivan right now. He has the look, even though Sullivan's like 5'7". Alex, how tall are you? You're like 5'11", 6 foot.
Yeah, I'm 5'12".
6 foot. There you go. So smart. And so you're a little bit bigger, a little more girthier.
Yeah, I'm on the D line.
BB. And I hate when it does that. I fixed it before the show and it just does it. But anyway, so you are going to be John Eric Sullivan here. Okay.
Perfect.
And what I'll do is we'll get through the pick.
Okay.
And then you'll look at the players that are there.
You want to be Coach Halfley? I could ask you a question if you like the player. Be like, hey,
sure. I'll just let you know my thoughts on the guy or where they could go here, and you go from there. Okay.
Perfect. Gotcha.
Let's roll. Let me get to. I don't know why that's there.
Which, by the way, now that I'm seeing all this, Commanders new uniform, love it. I don't know if you got a chance to see it.
I did, yeah. They switched the numbers.
Oh, man.
Their alternate helmet looks really good.
Why is every organization doing this the right way? Why can't we do a combination of logos like we've talked about for so long? where you could get our best logo, which I think you and I agree is the 90s one.
Yes.
That's the one. Now the numbers could be the 80s numbers. I don't mind it.
You talking about cartoon dolphin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Listen.
oh man.
That's my
That's right there,
logo
bro.
right
That's
there.
right there.
I don't care what anybody says. I get it. But that's my team. Like that's my jersey. That's what I want.
Bobby. You could do a fusion of jerseys, just so like
Will,
the Commanders
what's up,
did.
Will?
And you know the Rams are gonna come out with their new uniforms tomorrow too. They have a new logo, new uniforms, so it's exciting, man.
Well, maybe with the new guy running the team, maybe that happens.
Hey,
who knows?
Hopefully, man.
You know, what's his name? Dan Silman now, the son-in-law is representing the Dolphins, not Stephen Ross. But anyway, yes, to me that is the best logo. Don't get me wrong, I love all the logos from Miami, I really do. You know, but honestly, my favorite logo is the '90s 2000 Dolphin logo, the cartoon dolphin. I don't give a damn what anybody says. But anyway, all right. So let's roll here.
Come on.
And
Jesus Christ. Gotta make the screen a little bigger. Got you. That's fine. I'm good. I got you.
You always need it bigger. You know, size doesn't matter, bro.
Girth.
I need that girth.
A girthier screen.
So I'm gonna ask you right here and there because before we jump, usually I just sim right to the pick. Do you want to try to move up at all, or you just want to get to 11?
I might try to move up to 6, but for now I'm gonna play. I just want to pick at 11.
And I just want to say that is a conversation that's been. There's a rumor going around that. Well, I think 7, the Commanders, is actually what's been talked about. So, but we'll stay at 11. And
I mean, if we go up there, they might be looking at Bane because I think my target will be there at 11 no matter what.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Who's your target? You give me top 3 or just give me one guy. Like if he's on the board, you're like, I may not trade
at 11.
Yeah. If he's
at
there.
11, at 11 for me is Fano.
Okay.
Because I think Bane is going to be out. Receiver, I'll probably go. I'm intrigued by Tate. I'm intrigued by Tyson, but I think they're going to be off the board. I think Kansas City's going to take Tyson. It's just the writings there, or New Orleans. Washington could take Tyson.
There is so much talent at wide receiver in this draft. There's so much talent that, like, don't get me wrong, like, but like, I would feel, I wouldn't hate it, but I could see, like, if, Denzel Boston, 30 in that range out of Washington, or Chris Bell, Chris Brazel.
And I don't even think
Ted
Love
Hurst
gets past the Giants. I think Love either goes to Tennessee or the Giants.
Me too.
There's no way
But if he's there at 11, do you consider it?
Who, Jeremiah Love?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay. It's BPA, man. BPA. I love H.N., but, man, you got 2 of those?
I'm saying. All right, let's ride. Let's see what happens.
Let's go.
Bam. Wow. Okay, so let's talk this through for a second.
So
Arvell Reese goes 2. Manoa goes 3 to the Cardinals.
That's insane.
The Chiefs traded up in this one.
Yeah.
They traded up to 2 and got Arvell Reese. David Bailey going to the Titans. Giants take Jeremiah Love. Carnell Tate goes to the Browns. Fano goes to Commanders. Sonny Styles goes to New Orleans. Bain goes to the Jets. And Ione goes 10 to the Bengals.
Okay.
Holy. Okay.
I got 3. Okay. Out of right here, Bobby, you're my coach, Bobby Halfley.
All right.
Okay. Caleb Downs is there. That's my top right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. If I had to pick right now, you put a gun to my head, I had to pick somebody, I'm going Caleb Downs.
Mm-hmm.
But I also like Tyson. I also like Lemon. Would you be willing to entertain some trade offers? Are there any trade offers right now for us to maybe move down 2 spots, 3 spots, something like that, or no?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We're gonna look right now, but I'll tell you, the only 2 guys I'm considering.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say 2 because like Mekhi Lemon, I've seen it in a later in the draft, maybe moving up in round 1, maybe grabbing him or whatever. Or if he falls to 33, maybe they trade up for him. I think they have serious interest in wide receiver. I think they double dip in wide receiver in this draft, but I don't see it at the 11th pick
and high picks. Yeah.
If Downs is there, if Delane, Sadiq, maybe in a trade down scenario.
Yep.
I'm not comfortable with Tyson McCoy injury thing, but again, very talented. Monroe Freely might be an option.
Yeah.
But Downs right now is probably where I go. But in a trade down,
show me what we have.
So here you go.
Dallas.
Dallas. So you got Tampa Bay, who gives offering you 15 and 46 for 11.
15 and 46 for 11. And I got okay, I will only consider, I don't want Pittsburgh. Oh, hold on. 29 and 30. Is that 21 and 33?
21 and 53.
Okay, no, get that out.
So you can
Okay.
either move down one pick and gain 92,
Okay,
or you
that's
can move
another
down
top 100.
4 picks and get 46.
Oh man.
Now,
I'm
here's the
intrigued.
thing. I'll tell you though, if you move down one spot,
Yeah.
let's say you all just take 12 because then I get that extra pick.
Yeah.
More than likely,
They're going to Downs.
They're going Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
So
for
then
sure,
you're thinking
for sure,
Mansour Delane, you're thinking
For
Kenyon Sadiq, or
For
one of the
sure.
receivers,
for sure.
or Monroe Freeling. Now, if
For
you go
sure.
down 15, more than likely those guys are gone. But then you take off the load and you kind of go, okay, whoever the BPA VAT group is, I'm going to grab.
Okay.
So
What do
you
we
need-
have? Okay. I'm my
Go ahead.
GM right now. Okay, we got 46. So basically, if I do this, we got 8 picks in the top 100.
Mhm.
Okay. For 4 spots. I got Downs at 11, or I can go. I got Tyson Lemon, Mansour Lane. Give me back the players available. No, I'm going Downs, man.
You're going to pick up Downs here, no trade?
Yeah, going Downs.
There you go.
No trade. It's
All
not
right.
worth it. It's not worth it to me.
And you see how that works out? Can I just say it's always funny how that works out? If you would have skipped on Downs, Dylan and Neil Warren would have been off the board.
Yeah.
But because you
Yeah.
got Downs, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
they're going. Oh, shit, I could have gone the wrong. I could have gone that other
Okay.
way.
Right here, coach. I'm leaning Mesidor.
Mhm.
But I would entertain options right now. Any trade offers. But what do you see that you like here for our team?
Well, I love Massador. I think that'd be an awesome pick. You need edge rusher. His numbers, again, what he was able to do, 12 and a half
Mhm.
sacks last year, 5.5, 7, 4.5. I mean, he is consistently, and you go, oh, it's Ruben Bain, but he did it before Bain
Yeah.
too. So
Correct.
he is an older rookie.
Yeah.
He's older. I know, bothers Evan, 25 years old, right? But to me, again, you're looking for football players. You're looking for guys to set a foundation. I'm not worried about the age. He's not 30. He's not 35. He's 25. It's young.
Yeah.
So I like that. You got Al Anchor, right? You talk about the offensive line. You want a guy who could probably move from left to
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
He could probably help you at tackle. Can you move him to guard? I'm not so sure. Blake Miller, that's a good option as well. You could go Chris Johnson here. I would say, look here. You could look at the trades. You could trade down 8 spots, get a second-round pick for next year. 42, 54, 34, 4 spots, get a second-round pick that year for next year as well. Let me see. Or you could trade down just to 32 and get a future round pick. So you could trade down 2 spots here and get a future second-round
What's
pick.
my future? Oh,
It'd be a
future 2027.
2027
Okay.
second-round
Okay.
pick.
Second round pick. Okay.
To trade down
I
2
actually-
spots.
To trade down 2 spots only.
Yep, 32. You stay in round 1.
Yeah. And San Francisco's 34 and also a second round next year?
Yep.
I might take my chances with. Yeah. Do the trade with Seattle.
And there you go. So
And pick
Al Anchor, Massador is still there. Going
Pick
Massador?
Mesidor. Yep.
There you go.
There you go. Got my guy and got another pick.
You got 43 here.
Okay.
So you got an edge rusher. You got a safety. You can think about corner. You got Anthony Hill, linebacker, up on the board there. You
Yeah.
got Pregnon at guard. Maybe you could address offensive line here. Get Emmanuel Pregnon, so you have somebody at least for left guard or compete for right guard. There's still a lot of good options here.
Can you show me Bernard's metrics?
Jeremy, yeah,
Yeah.
he's 6'1", 206, ran a 4.45. I don't know if they have the numbers there. There's his
Yeah.
career numbers. You see his draft trends.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got Chris Brazel there. 6'4", 198, 4.37 speed.
I'm leaning receiver, but
Okay.
I feel if we entertain options, I might be able to move down and still get my guy. What are Pregnon's metrics?
He's girthy. He's 6'4", 314, Oregon, 24 and a half years old.
Okay.
Might be too old for Evan. I think he's just right. I like him. So he's projected he could go in the first round. So, I mean,
that's my check the trades for me, Bobby.
Say what? Trades, yes.
Yeah, check for me, Coach Halfley. Thank you. 50, 54.
53 and 76 from Pittsburgh, trading down 10 spots, but getting the 76 pick. It's not a bad move right there.
Yeah.
43 and 103, but that you're trading down one spot and getting 103, but that's with the Jets.
That's for the Jets. Okay. And what's the one in Pittsburgh? 53 and 76?
Yep.
Damn, that's another.
You're trading down 10 spots
to gain.
You're getting another top 100 pick.
Okay. Go to the New England one, Bobby.
48 and a third round pick for next year.
Third round pick for next year. I'm intrigued by the Pittsburgh offer. I don't know if the drop off.
I think that would be interesting. I mean, we can try it. We haven't done it. We can do it. See what happens.
Do the Pittsburgh one because I want another. I want another pick.
Miami M4L or M4I M4L. Olaf from 10th Street. My boys, I was driving and listening. Thank you, Olaf.
Oof. Okay. Out of this one, let me know how you feel about Chris Bell.
What's he saying?
Chris Bell.
Love Chris Bell. Absolutely love him.
Because that's my.
So
I'm
if you're talking about receiver, so I'll tell you three guys. If you're talking about offensive weapons,
talking
about Chris Bell. First off, 6'1", is really like 6'2", 4.44 speed, 222. He is a receiver who's built like a jacked linebacker, physical, fast. It's like he puts a second gear and he's gone. He had an injury last year, but absolutely love him. And I would love if Miami got him in the second round. I don't know what that is. But I love him. So, other one, Zachariah Branch. People look at his size and they go, he's too small, 5'8".
Yeah.
But 4.35. Like you talk about replacing
Tyreek.
The Tyreek.
Yeah.
He's not Tyreek, but he is. You could have that type of ceiling. Oh, but he's too small. Well, they just signed Tutu Atwell. I don't think the size thing is that thing. So, and you can get size later on in the draft. So Zachariah Branch, I think, should strongly be considered as well. And of course, one of my favorites as well, next to Chris Bell, is Eli Stowers at tight end. This guy, some teams see him as a receiver. He is blocking, grades okay, but you have blockers on your tight end room already. He's an offensive juggernaut in terms of weapons. Everybody talk about Diego Pavia. Eli Stowers is the guy. I love Stowers.
Let me see, because I'm gonna. Okay, where's Eli? Okay, I'm gonna go with Chris Bell.
Gonna go wide receiver here.
Go Bell.
All right. So let's Stowers there. There's Stowers.
Yeah, I saw.
All right. So 2 picks, one after the other. They kind of changed things here. What's command center? I really don't want to click on something and leave. Usually I used to have draft picks right here.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I would hate if I deleted the whole draft. I want to recap.
Yeah. You could go back to
let me see here.
Check where it says rank. Oh no, rank. It might be able to populate where we drafted by team.
That's team needs. They have a really cool thing here.
Yeah, go to draft and go to the team.
Might be command center.
Right here, about right here, where it says search players. Underneath search players, all and all that. Just go to Miami.
Oh, here.
Yeah, like click on any team and you'll see their players probably drafted. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there you go. If we can actually get to Miami, I don't think we can. All right. Anyway. We'll keep going here.
Okay.
But what I will say, we're here at the next 2 picks here. And again, you've got Caleb Downs, Messidor, Chris Bell,
Yeah.
All right, those are your 3 picks right now, right?
Yeah.
Am I missing anybody?
No.
So
I'm looking at O-line and corner.
corner, you have Malik Muhammad, Julian
Okay.
Neal. Those are 2 guys, are good. You still have Ted Hurst there. If you think of offensive line,
Yeah.
you probably wait a little bit now.
I could wait. Yeah, I could wait. I don't need a pick right now.
Mike Washington's a guy to look at, man. I mean, a guy to think this is just in general. I mean, this dude's a playmaker, man. This is a guy. I mean, if you're going to consider Jeremiah Love, you could not consider Mike Washington later in the draft. But anyway, Malik Muhammad, we do need corners. Julian Neal is there. Devin Moore, Cario.
Okay. Let's go with 75. Let's go with Mike Washington.
Oh,
and then for my top rated, go to tight ends for a second, Bob. 94. I could wait. I could wait for some of those. I'm intrigued by Julian Neal. Okay, between Muhammad and Neal, what are your pros and cons? What do you prefer?
well, Neal has the size. That's the first thing.
Physical
He has the
speed.
size.
Perfect.
Yeah, here you can
Okay.
look at his numbers right here. Here's his career
Yeah.
numbers. Here's what he
Yeah.
did last year: 55 total tackles, 10 pass deflections, 2 interceptions.
He's a gamer. 2
2 interceptions in 2 years. So and then Malik Muhammad has been climbing up boards. He's not as tall, but a lot of people like him. Some consider him the top of the class. I've seen him go at the top of the 2nd round. I think it's more projection, but 15 pass deflections, 3 interceptions in his career, 38 games. So you're at this spot. That's not bad value.
Yeah. Damn. I'm leaning Muhammad, but I like Julian Neal's physicality. Let's go with Julian Neal.
Going with the size. Go 2
Of course.
Arkansas guys, one after the other.
Boom.
So there you go. So now you are back on the clock at 87. And
Yeah.
I really want to click on that. I just want to see if I can F something up at this thing. But it has to be. That's where the picks were. Oh, okay, good. Okay. It worked. I'll let if I ever see to do it. All right, so here you go. Here's what's happened so far. And I know where people might get upset. No O-line. Wait it out.
It's okay.
So Caleb Downs, not trading, got Caleb Downs. Traded from 30 to 32. Got a 2nd rounder next year. Got Akeem Massador, edge rusher at 32. Then traded down from 43 to 53. Got Chris Bell and got 76. And with the next 2 picks, 75 and 76, got Mike Washington, the running back, and Julian Neal, the corner for Miami. So that's where we are right now. And again, you still have 3 picks in the top 100 here.
Yep.
So, you're cooking. All
right.
At least with draft picks. So
Let's go here. Go to O-line for me for a second.
So
I got time.
you got time, but now you're 87.
Yeah.
So I would say, Logan Jones, center guy.
Yeah.
You think about Aaron Brewer. Can they extend him? They're trying, but also you could probably plug him at guard.
Okay.
I like him a lot. I would like to have that versatility on the O-line. You got Austin Barber there. You got Jalen Farmer. That's another good one. If you're talking about tackle, maybe at that.
Yeah, so I'm looking at
Markel Bell. I love that.
Yep.
I'm looking at that. Maybe at that. What's the next pick after 90? Maybe 94.
I'm going 94. I'm going 94 with him. Now, I got 87, 90. I hope. Okay. Go to tight end for a second.
A lot of love
Delp.
for Oscar Delp.
Let me see
Eli
his
Riordan,
metrics.
Sam Roche.
Okay. I might go. Oh man, I want to go with Oscar Delp.
All right.
Okay. Now, go back. Okay. Now, let me see Jake Slaughter for a second.
Can you read what it's saying here? Just
Yeah,
so-
I can read. I can read.
Okay, good. Okay.
Placing and logging in centers. Okay. All right, Bobby. This is where I speak to my coach. I'm between 94. I'm going Bell.
Okay.
I don't expect go back to all.
So
No, not Bell, not Bell. Oh, where's my? Oh, it is Bell.
yeah, you
From
were looking
UN.
at Markel Bell. Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
okay, so where you are right now, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah, offensive line now is becoming now it's like, okay, you got to do something, right? But again, it's based off the board and who you like and whatever.
Yeah.
So you got a corner, you got a receiver.
Yep.
You could double dip, right? You got Bud Clark, that's another safety. Can't hate on that. Devin Moore out of Florida, 6'3", 450. Can't hate on that. I'm a big fan of Takario Davis. Love his size, love his playmaking ability, love his speed. Again, you could double dip at corner here. But you could also look at a little later at Masses.
Yeah, because
probably.
Takari, I think will be available when we pick again at 130.
Probably.
I'm hoping he's there.
Probably.
Okay.
You could, you got
I
linebacker.
like Devin Moore though. I like Devin Moore.
Devin Moore out of Florida,
I like Devin Moore.
still sitting there.
And Drew Alar is dropping. Did he get picked or no?
No, he's still on the board.
He's still on the board?
Yeah, he's still there. Nussmeier is a guy to keep an eye on at that point. But interior line, I think either this pick. Well, no, that's
like
94.
Logan.
I do like Logan Jones a lot.
Yeah.
Jalen Farmer's another one I like a lot. Big guard.
Go. Let me see. Go back to Logan for a second. 90s. He's an athlete though.
He is.
A little thin for his position, but he should be all right. That makes him more mobile. All right, let's roll. Let's go with Logan Jones.
Logan Jones?
Yep.
And there you go. That's my right to LA right after that. There you go. And are you here? Are you for sure going here? 94 to Markel Bell.
Let me see. Yeah. Go to offensive. Yep.
All right, let's get Markel Bell here. There's a plan. Got him. So you went off interior offensive line. Then you got your tackle.
Yep.
And now we wait till 130. We'll go to all.
Yep.
So look at Raritan. Raritan's still sitting there. Katron Allen, Drew Shelton, Xavier Harris. Massive dude. 6'8", 330.
Oof.
D line.
Okay. Go back, Bobby. Go back to my picks.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Go down for me. Keep going. I got 130, 151. Okay. All right. Okay.
So again, let's go look at corner for a minute.
My target, yeah.
Takario Davis came off at 128, right? 2 picks before yours.
God damn it.
So, but again, Massis is there.
Yeah.
Massis is not someone to sleep on. 6'1", 179, but playmaker. Look, 12 pass deflections, 5 interceptions last year. That's really good. You got Prysock later on. So, I mean, you could look
go to
route.
all. Okay. Perfect.
Man, if you didn't go Oscar Delp, now that but again, Raritan being there at 129 is awesome. But honestly, again, I mean, this is you. I mean, you think about that D line, building up that D line. You can go another edge rusher, Tucker, whatever. But again, I'm looking at Xavier Harris, and man,
go to Proctor for a second.
Proctor, yes. Let's see, 9 sacks last year as D tackle.
Okay.
Remember, size is not always a good thing. I love size, but again,
when
it comes to D line, it's true. Again, size matters, and it's great, but also it's how do you use that size. If you can't get under the pads, you get in trouble. But again, Xavier Harris, I think, is a player, especially later in the draft. If you can grab him, grab him.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of options here.
Go with Proctor.
Here you go.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see here. We went Proctor D-line there.
Yep.
We're at 151. A name that catches my eye. You did go Markel Bell, but you think about competition. You think about
We could double dip. Yep.
Travis Burke is sitting there. And again,
Another
the guy,
massive man.
massive girth. You got
Massive
that girth. Got
For
that girth.
leche.
Well, I didn't say that.
What?
But now, you know, you got other things here, right? You go, we could look at
Yeah, go back to wide receiver. Yeah, exactly.
CJ Daniels. Of course, it says
CJ
215, but
Daniels.
reality, it's like, come
Yeah.
on. He's gonna be higher than that. That's wrong. But you know, CJ Daniels, you got sitting there.
Go to quarterback for a second.
Quarterback.
Yeah.
Look, Drew Allard's come on to where Klubnik, Sawyer Robinson still on the board there. Daniels, Miami's met with Daniels.
Okay.
Masses is still on the board.
Masses. I like that. Defensive lineman. Tackle. It's another big guy.
N.S. Cooper.
Oof.
N.S. Cooper, man.
I think Annis Cooper's going to be in my. Is he 220?
That's where they have him rated.
Yeah, he's available. He's going to be available for me in my last pick. I got 151 and I got 227. Okay. And then okay. Wow. I got a few here. Okay. Let me go with am I in all right now?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Let me see Travis Burke. I'm gonna go with Travis Burke.
Oh, that line is girthy. There goes Masses. You pass on Massive. You pass it for the Masses. There goes Daniels
damn,
and
CJ
Cooper.
Daniels. God damn it,
Daniels
man.
and Cooper
Damn.
off the board.
Shit.
You made a
I was
mistake.
hoping, man.
You made a mistake.
Okay.
Just looking to see what this is. Oh,
Is Logan
why?
Fano the Fano brother?
Yes,
Ooh.
he is.
Let me see which quarterback is there. All right. Let's pick a quarterback. Let's go in Daniels.
You want to go Daniels?
Yeah. Let me see. 23 is a little older.
That's his career numbers there.
Yeah.
Miami's showing interest, that's for sure. And they will probably target a guy later in the draft.
I'll keep him for later because I have another pick. He might be there for me. No.
Lorenzo Styles is on the board. That's not a bad option at State.
Okay. What do we got at wide receiver?
Wide receiver. If you're talking about what do we go? We went with Chris Bell. So, if you think about size, right? Caleb Douglas, 6'3", 439, speed, like his potential.
Okay.
Chase Roberts might be a guy that, has that kind of Green Bay written on him a little bit. So that might work. This is a guy who's kind of under the radar. Our friends at Draft Professor are high on him as a under top 100 receiver who could make some noise in his career. John Michael Sturdivant.
Okay.
So those are guys. Colby Young, 6'4", 4'9" speed. So there are some options there. I mean, you can go wide receiver here and feel good about it.
Let's go back to QB. Let me look at Almeyer. Almeyer? Is it Luke? Luke Almeyer?
Yeah, Miami's showing interest in him too.
I'll go with Luke Altmaier.
And the last pick of the draft.
Is my last pick?
That's
I
it.
got one at 250. Remember, I
Nope.
gained one. Or no?
Oh,
Damn.
did you? I'm pretty sure that was
I
it.
thought I did.
No, you got 238.
Oh, okay. Let's roll. All right. Coach, I'll let you pick your favorite one here. It's all yours.
Prick. No, it's like... All right, let's see how Alex did. Let's see. I think I already have my eyes on somebody, but Caleb Downs, Massador, Chris Bell, Washington, Julian Neal, Delp, Jones, Bell, Proctor, Burke, Altmaier. Look at interior, Chris Adams. I don't hate that.
Okay.
I may
Interior
go
lineman.
that
That's
route.
good.
Receiver, it's still kind of the same route. I don't hate this. Don't hate that at all. I mean, that might be where I have to go here because these other guys might be just what do you call UDFA?
Yeah.
Not you.
4.39.
Yeah. These two right here. I like that. It's a late option.
Oof, size.
You know, I am gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Jaden Roberts. I like all three of these guys, but I'm going Jaden Roberts here.
Send it in.
Interior offensive line. No Alabama. Stop it. And there you go. So Alex goes Caleb Downs, Massador, Chris Bell, Washington Jr. at running back, Julian Neal, Oscar Delp, Logan Jones, Markel Bell, Caleb Proctor, D-line, Travis Burke, Altmaier, and then, of course, it gave me a pick, and I got Jaden Roberts on the O-line at guard, A- grade. Again, grades are different because it's based off their board, but A- grade for Alex on his mock.
Boom.
Boom. Take it.
That's rope.
Take it and you'll love it. What?
I love it. The girth.
You gotta love that girth. But man, oh man,
that was fun, man. That was fun.
It's a fun little thing. I like that. The trade down when you're like, maybe I will go this pick. It's like, do it. Let's see what happens. Let's see how it plays out. I've never done that 43 to 53, so that was kind of interesting.
Man.
But this was great, man. This was great. Get back.
I love
doing this with you. You've been taking a little time away, and of course I've been doing this. So, but it's funny how it's like, even doing this with you, it's like, damn, I missed this. This was cool.
Of course,
you know what I mean?
Of course.
It's a different vibe, Exactly. For those tuning in, who are watching later, again, you're watching FTSN tomorrow. We'll be live at 8 p.m. Eastern time for Finn's Talk today with Finn Sammy, live from Puerto Rico there. We'll have his comrade from Finn's TV, Steve Hallett, on with us, who will, we'll talk about John Eric Sullivan and his comments and what Miami's been doing and what they could be doing in the draft. Steve will take charge of the mock draft simulator tomorrow. So I love watching it because I just love how other people are thinking. And I'll tell you, that epic mock was truly, it was so cool to kind of see what picks happen, because these were real people making these picks. So it's like, maybe that is the most real mock draft you can get.
Cool. Yeah, it is.
When different fan bases are making these picks, like when, we made our pick, we decided we were debating between Fanu and Mauanoa and, Mauagoa. And we were like, oh man. And we said, you know what? People in the comments with Mauagoa, we're going with the War Room. We love Fanu. He's the highest graded guy we've had forever. I said, okay, let's go Mauagoa here. We felt good. I would feel good with Fanu or Mauanoa. I feel great. So I don't hate either way. And then you got the Cowboys right after our pick. And of course, Wingate is a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
And so we're waiting for his pick. We're like, where do you think it'll go? He says, oh, they go do here, they go here. And they go Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end. And he was pissed. He was pissed. He's like, how do you go with, he's like, they suck. It's like, hey. So I just love you know, people, oh, too many mock drafts, but it's like
It's
that's
fun,
what's
man.
fun about mock drafts. It's you
Yeah.
know how you fix the team, what you do with the team, you know, and what other people think about the team, you know, because you do get locked in on a player with the
You do.
you know, because you do these so much, or you're you know, you're like, oh, it's always going to be this guy, it's always be that. But it's fun when you go another route and see
Yeah.
what you might get later.
And you get a wild card thrown, so a random team's gonna trade up. Because that's the best part of the mock.
Well-
you start like, oh, who's gonna trade up? It happens in real life, and you got to
Well,
play all those mind games.
What happened there is that you know, you're like CJ Daniels and Anas Cooper, you're like, oh, I
Yes,
probably grab one,
man.
and both came off the board. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, damn it, you know,
Yeah.
it just happened. So I already told them that the network is down to do it next year. The Epic mock again to represent
That's
Miami.
really cool.
They're
That's
awesome.
really
They're
cool.
open about it, so they're happy. They loved what we did. So it was a fun project that we did here, and it got us ready for next week. And you know, again, all 3 episodes are already built. We're going to be live, full house, full cast as always, talking, reacting to the picks. We'll be live for every pick of the draft. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Saturday probably going to be the busiest day because we got 5 picks in day 2, and obviously round 1's gonna be busy because we got 2 picks there, and then of course even day 3, you know, we got 3 picks there. So it's gonna be a fun draft just to see the new foundation of the Miami Dolphins start out. What do these guys do? So a lot of great stuff going on, Alex. Alex, any final thoughts before we wrap this one up?
Just to sum it up, it's great to be back, man. This is a sigh of relief. It's always fun to interact with all of the listeners, obviously interact with you. And once again, a big thank you and a big hug from the bottom of our hearts and my family's name. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the well wishes. And hey, it's always good to be back. It's like I never left. You know, once you're in that seat again, it's like riding a bike. You just keep on pedaling, man. But I love you, man. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for waiting patiently for me.
Of course, my brother. All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe, and good night, Miami.
Peace.
Bobby Hill Gringos in the house. Straight out of Hialeah, no doubt. East 10th Street, where we play out. Here we bring the Miami crowd. Alex, the boy with the B. Step into rhythm, feel the heat. Street vibes mixing with the Latin tree. In our flow, the 2 worlds meet.